I said howdy, she said hi. Hey, Tamara here. Get ready with me. Oh, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, right here. Got to lotion these. Oh no, that's body wash. That's not gonna work either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a little bit of facial oil because I can't stand for my hands to be dry. I cannot stand for my hands to be dry. So I'm getting ready. I have a connection meeting, a big business meeting, networking meeting in about an hour. And I'm gonna do some minimal makeup and just chat. Because why not? I mean, by the way, do you just see the skin? Do you see like how just poreless and tight and glowing and plump it looks? Like, ooh, okay. Okay. So, I'm really good about doing my skincare routine at night. So, what I have just recently come to the realization in the last few days is because I do such a deep clean of my skin at night. Hi, Jaleesa. Because I do steam my face 2 to 3 times a week, and like no more than four. You really like 2 to 3 times a week. My face, and I'm not just saying I know because when I wash my face in the morning, my face is, and I change my pillowcases. Gotta say that. I change my pillowcases very frequently and clean them and disinfect them. My face is very clean in the morning. So I'm to the point where I kind of skip the cleanser in the morning and just go over my face and neck and everything with the charcoal toner, okay? So I'm not saying don't cleanse your face in the morning. I'm saying use the charcoal toner in place of cleanser in the morning, just to speed things up a little bit, if that works for you. If not, do you, boo. But you definitely still want to clean your face in the morning. And the reason I like the toner to do that is because it has the oils in there. It's got the witch hazel in there. And so it's going to clean up if there's anything on your face really, really good. But it's also going to really tighten and brighten and clarify. I mean, look at the skin if you do that with the toner. So you can kind of, if you really do, not a makeup remover wipe. If you only use a makeup remover wipe the night before, congratulations, you at least removed your makeup. I'm never going to condemn you for doing that. If you just use a makeup remover at night and that's all you got that night, you at least removed your makeup. Good job, right? Then the next morning you definitely want to clean. You want to do a deep cleanse, right? You want to use the cleanser. I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm talking about if you went through 3, 4, 5, 6, me, sometimes 7, 8 steps the night before. I'm very comfortable with, for me and my skin, just rolling over it with the toner. Because typically what a toner does is a toner is going to bring your skin's pH back to normal, what it needs to be. And I think the face is actually more on the acidic side, which really makes sense to me. Now that I know everything, it really makes sense to me because that's what's going to, your face is bombarded. I talked about this the other day. Your butt is covered up, because they say your pillowcase, if you take it to a lab, it has more bacteria than a toilet. It kind of makes sense because your face, if you're not cleansing your face at night, your face is open all day long. So everybody's breath, everybody's germs, everything that's in the air is touching your face, especially if you don't have makeup on, right? If you're raw-faced, if you raw dogging it, then yeah, everything that's in the air is, including bacterias and germs and nasty stuff, is on your face. And if you don't cleanse your face, then it transfers to your pillow and actually back and forth to your face all night long. And so, but your butt, I'm not saying it don't get bacteria, because I mean, we know what your butt does, right? It is covered up all day, so it kind of makes sense that your pillowcase would have more bacteria than your toilet, which is why you need to be changing it frequently, at minimum once a week, right? And so this toner it's not designed to bring your skin's pH back into balance, because I've got the travel size here. Our 4 core products are perfectly pH balanced. They're alkaline. So we don't need to worry about bringing your skin back into balance, okay? All you see is my grandbaby. She looks just like me. Thank you. That's my little girl. That's my sweetheart. You made my day. Okay, and so what the toner is going to do, it's more of an astringent. It's really going to make the skin kind of contract, and that's why I look like my grandbaby. I did one of those videos on TikTok where you kind of morph and took my face and turned it into hers, and it was like, oh my God. But if you saw her daddy, she literally looks like her daddy and his other kids. So this isn't necessarily about bringing your skin's pH back into balance. What it's going to do is it's going to tighten, it's going to make the skin pores contract, and you're going to get that really clear looking skin, but it's also going to clean. So if there's anything on your face that you missed the night before from your nasty pillowcase or from whatever, you know, this is what I'm comfortable doing first thing in the morning. And I didn't even mean to spend that much time talking about it. I got to spray my face again. No, because I still need to do serum and everything. Okay. I love this spray. It's so refreshing. And I'm working from the travel size here, the minis. So, people often ask about trying the product, and that how you try is you buy, and you can buy the travel size. It's going to be a 10-day supply of the 4 core products: the cleanser, the eye cream, the serum, and the moisturizer. Okay, it's going to last you at least 10 days, and this is much better than a sample strip, because a sample strip is only going to tell you a couple things. It's going to tell you whether or not you're going to have a reaction to the product, and I haven't had that happen yet. It's going to tell you how the product feels, but to see what the product, to test the product, to try the product, a true trial is, I would say, you want to do a minimum of 10 days, because we have that double-blind clinical study where like 93% of participants within 7 days said that their skin felt more hydrated and plump, and that their makeup glides on easier or something like that. But it's on my website. It's on my boutique. You can go there and see that. So I'm going to put a little more serum, because I didn't mean to put as much on my face. I meant to put some down here. This serum is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Here's what I love about this serum. It's very lightweight, which serums tend to be, okay? And so it has this ingredient. It has a lot of great ingredients and technology and patented ingredients, but I'm really just going to talk about one here right now, and that is malachite. Malachite is, the Zoe report called it, actually they didn't call it, an expert they pulled in called it the Botox of crystals. So malachite is going to detox the skin, okay? And so I like to use the serum twice a day for that reason, because it's, you know, it's derived from copper, and it's going to help detox the skin, which, hello, the world we live in, and with everything that's going on, I think detoxing the skin is a good thing, and doing it daily, because it's your body's largest organ, and it's already part of your detoxification process. I have a whole blog post on this, so you can go over to not hot chocolate but labelladonlife.com/blog, and I have a whole blog post on a detoxifying skin routine, because we always talk about detoxifying our internal organs at least twice a year, right? No one ever really talks about the need to detoxify your skin. And yes, the body does do some of that automatically, but I also feel like the world we live in today, we need to be doing some things to assist the body, okay? And this isn't like a restrictive diet or anything. It's just a great serum that you can use twice a day. And not only is it going to help detox, and it's got the glutathione and all this other scientific stuff that you can read about on the boutique, but it also, like, I get giddy inside when I hear that malachite is the Botox of crystals, okay? That's pretty incredible. Okay, so next we're going to do eye cream, and I kind of squirt it everywhere. Didn't mean to do that, and I just do this, and I didn't actually mean to get that as close to the eye as I did, but it's okay. Now, some people can use a much smaller amount than this, but your girl has more severe stuff going on under the eye. And let me tell you, if you've seen my before picture, like if I was on Instagram, I could put my before picture up. But all you got to do is after this live is you can go over to my profile on Facebook, over on TikTok. There's multiple videos that show my before picture, how dark and all the discoloration. This is going to help with discoloration, okay? Because there are other products that help with discoloration, but I give credit to the serum because I've been using it the longest, okay? So if you have any hyperpigmentation, if you have any discoloration, I definitely recommend the serum. If you have dark under eye issues, I recommend the serum and the eye cream. And that, good morning, and that actually comes as a duo called the Boost and Revive Duo. There is another duo. Don't knock anything over, Tamira. There is another duo with my favorite product, the Dream Luxe Sleeping Mask, which is upstairs because you put it on at night. And that is the eye cream and the Dream Luxe Sleeping Mask. You could do both. If you did this one and your budget allowed you to, I would add on this. If you did these two, the eye cream and the Dream Luxe, then I would add on the serum. You know, you could start with the duo for 30 days and then add on the additional product. But those are definitely the 3 products I recommend for dark under eye circles. Now, of course, I still recommend the cleanser because you need to cleanse your face, but I know how it is too. So you do what you need to do. And the great thing is you can save 20% on all of these products as a first-time customer when you sign up for text messages over on my boutique. And we have a great customer loyalty program that allows you to be able to put the products on auto replenishment because you don't want to run out of them. You do not. I am now a skincare hoarder because I do not want to run out of any of these products for any reason, because what a lot of people do is they wait until they run out, and then so you end up being like a week to 10 days without product. You don't want to do that. The auto replenishment is really designed not only to reward you for your loyalty with 10%, you know, and then there's all these other new savings things they added in where you can, you know, depending on how much you spend a year, you can get either 25 or 50% off of one order each year, getting $1 per $10 that you have on actual auto replenishment back as a product credit. It's a really great program, right? But for you, aside from that, the real reason you want to be a part of that program is you do not want to run out of your product. You just don't. Okay, so I've done all that. Now what do I want to do? Probably primer. And can you tell I love this primer? Look at that. So we're going to go into the mattifying primer. Actually, I want to roll just a little bit more. This also helps with the detoxing and the toning of the skin, really tightening and keeping things. As you can tell, I really like to hit down in here. Now that she said that, every time I'm looking, all I see is my grandbaby. That's hilarious. So, and ladies, do not forget your neck and chest. Do not. You can see I have the tech neck, and I've been really bad these last few days. I had made a lot of improvement, and so we're going to really blur that as much as we can. Okay, so the serum is also really good for the neck area. So you saw me do that. I also like to hit the back of the neck, the ears, and that too. It's also, you don't want to forget those with your sunscreen either, okay? So we got that on. Okay, so now I'm going to do, where did it go? 2 more pumps of that. A pump, I didn't even mean to do 2, I meant 1. A pump of the illuminating primer. This is my little Tamira concoction. We'll do a pump and a half of moisturizer since I had done 2 pumps of the whatchamacallit. And this is shade 17 foundation. So pump that. And a little bit of 18 to bring it back up because we are going to shear it. We're shearing the foundation down a whole lot, and ooh, just a couple. Okay. And now we are about to mix the face. It's mostly skincare with a little bit of color. And what I like about this particular concoction is it gives me all the benefits of the skincare. Look at that. Look what it's doing under the eye. And it has some color to it, but by really being generous with that mattifying primer, you'll see that it's going to dry down really filtered looking. And that's what I like. It's going to look very filtered. I call it my filtered, no filtered filter, okay? If you remember a few years ago, I did a whole video and I said how I Photoshop my pictures, and I don't. And I do some editing, I ain't gonna lie. I do some editing, but I don't use filters. And this is why I don't have to, because the choices I make with my foundations and that. I know it might be hard to believe, but your girl has really taken hundreds of thousands of selfies. And so because of that, I know my angles, I know lighting, and what you don't see is sometimes the hundreds of selfies that it took to get one picture online. Like literally, like my number of images and videos on my phone is like, anybody want to guess? It's kind of shameful, actually. Anybody want to guess how many images and photos I have on my phone? It's pretty incredible. A brush hair. So my skin is feeling super dewy. And now I'm going to go in with concealer. This is 9. That is 9. We got 10. It's already 9:53, so we ain't playing around. We just go in for it, all right? This is embarrassing. I really still didn't wet this, and I need to paint it, so here we go. Oh, actually, before we do that, what's wrong with me? We know we got to spritz. Let that sit for a second. I like it to kind of start getting tacky, because otherwise what happens when you use the blending sponge is it will start to pick it up, right? And so if you want to keep it on your face, I like to spritz it with the 4-in-1 Hydrating Mist, which primes, conditions, and sets. And so y'all know me, if you've been following me over the years, you know I believe in working in layers. But I also have preached forever that it's about making sure the layers are as thin as possible, okay? So you can see what I mean about it's not picking the product up, and that's what I want. And so what you're seeing me do is I went a little too heavy over here, so I'm picking up some of the excess and using it over here, because this side usually gives me troubles. Now I bring it down further because my eyes have lost the fat pads, some of the fat pads. So by bringing it down, it helps to just brighten that whole area and make it look less, I don't know, something or other I'm thinking. Less sunken in. Okay. So now I'm going to pull out my Too Faced and shade 7. Is this 6? Shade 7. Eyes are deceiving me. And I like to brighten in here. Okay, like that. Just a little brightness. And then I also bring in some more full coverage because I got a long day today. If I don't have a long day, I don't pull out the Too Faced, because I mean it really, like, you can see it just really, like, it handles its business, right? Okay, and so again, I want to spritz that. I want to spritz. And because we don't have a lot of time to play around today, while that's doing that, I am going to just a little bit of powder contour here. So yay for Riri, for Rihanna. She is now, it's so funny, they give her credit for being the top, the wealthiest or whatever female musician, but when's the last time she made music, right? She's much more into the world of beauty and commerce these days with, I know Fenty Skin is either here or coming. There's Fenty, the lingerie. There's, of course, the makeup. So she is doing the thing, you know? Just to get that chocolate laid down. Lay it down, lay it down. And now we're going to use the sponge, and I'm using my towel here, and just brighten under the eye. I'm so heavy-handed. Why y'all didn't tell me that was too much? But I like that contrast. Ooh. I like. Okay, I like. So I'm going to take this brush and good morning. Okay, just contour just a little bit. So I'll snatch that nose up. See how it just like went bloop? Because I don't have a really big or wide nose. It's just so bulbous. So bulbous. And my 30-minute warning just popped up, so we're going to get it cracking here. This back. Not bad, right? Like, honestly, I'm fine with just this. But I'm not really, because y'all know I'm extra. extra read all about it. So I love to use this shade here from Juvia's Place. It's actually an eyeshadow, but I love it to bring some warmth into the skin. So I like to bring it along the cheeks, especially the higher points. So I look like I've been to the beach. The beach. Down the nose a little bit. Okay. So it is important for me to do my brows. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that next. Which means I gotta find the spoolie. Oh my goodness, everything for the brows was right there today. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Because I gotta get my hair on. I gotta get another shirt on. I mean, I actually really don't have to get another shirt on, but I want to. Anybody else really only get dressed up from the waist up? Most days. Oops. I actually am gonna have to put... I do have on shorts, but I am gonna have to get outside dressed because I got some errands to run. So I'm gonna go really, really lightly with the brow pomade because I've been a little heavier lately, and I don't really want it super dark. And this dark brown pomade is dark. It's not black, but it is dark. And keep in mind, like the contouring in that I do, you don't have to do that. I'm just extra. That's what I like. Okay. So I like to keep the brows a little more natural looking, a little less Eddie Munster looking. So I have to remember to go really light with this pomade because it's very dark. Very dark. And so I think we got it right today. By golly, I think we've got it. Okay, and so just really, really tap, light. And it's okay to go slow. And take short strokes, okay? You can just go slow and just connect the dots. My whole thing with the makeups is I really like everything to look like skin, but better, okay? And so I feel like I accomplished that, but I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't take a lot of makeup to do that, because people get so confused and they think, especially men, they're like, oh, I like more natural, and but that like Kim Kardashian wears a lot of makeup. It just looks very natural because it's applied very well. It's so, I always think that's funny. I don't think we even have to do a lot of cleanup today. Nope, I don't think we have to really do a lot of cleanup today. Do I prefer brushes versus sponges? Ooh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I'm going to say Dewan because that's what I know you as, but on the screen it says D. Noel Carter. I prefer to blend with a sponge. I really, really do, with the blending sponge. And it can be a little bit damp. You don't want it sopping wet, just a little bit damp, or even because this one needs to be washed. It's not wet because I mean it needs to be washed. So that actually helps you not pick up as much because that's the one thing you have to be careful of when you use the sponge is that you don't want it to pick up the product. And what I like about these sponges is they are vegan, um, and they are also, I believe, latex free. So if anybody has any latex issues, I think you'll be fine with those sponges. Okay, so I think we did it. Y'all did my brows really, really good today, and I want to thank you. So what I'm going to do next is just a little bit of gel. You technically don't have to do this, but I'm extra, so what do they say today? I know that's like years old. What do they call it today? I'm extra though. So in TikTok they always talk about being chuggy, whatever that. I mean, I guess it's like you still do things that were once trending but are no longer trending. And my thing is do you, boo? I mean, so what, other people aren't doing it? If you like it, you keep doing it. So I want to do a little bit of the pink blush from the Down to Earth palette today. I don't know why, but it's just what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna do, it's a really lighter pink blush, and just to give a really soft look is what I wanted to do. Oh, look at that. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. That's really kind of cute. Look at that. Okay, okay, okay. And so we're going to really quickly, because we're running out of time, we're really quickly going to go back into that brown shade. I feel like I keep showing y'all the same look, but I'm a creature of habit. What can I say? We're going to go into that, and I might as well just pull out Miss Charlotte here because I'm going to use her next. I really love Bellamy Skincare in the Essentials. My eyeshadows, I use some of theirs, but I really love Juvia's Place, especially on darker skin. Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath, and those guys. Pat McGrath being a black-owned brand. Charlotte Tilbury has a very diverse customer base, and she's an actual makeup artist. But the Bellamy eyeshadows are fine, don't get me wrong. I just, these are the shades that I love, right? I just love these, and Bellamy doesn't have them yet, I should say. Who knows, they may be coming in the future. And I also still love to support my black-owned brands. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm never gonna not support black-owned brands. That's just not gonna happen. So yeah, where I can fit them in my routine, I will. And so I'm telling you too to support. Juvia's Place is also black owned, and they're in like Sephora. I know Ulta for sure. They may also be in Sephora. Beauty Bakery. Okay, girl. Beauty Bakery is also another black-owned brand that I use, and I'm going to be ordering some Oma, spelled U-O-M-A. They did a Coming to America palette, and I've been following them on Instagram, and they have some amazing looking products. So when I get that in, I'll go live with it. But I just want to answer that for anybody who may be wondering. Bellamy does have makeup, and you can see for the most part I have on a full face of Bellamy, but I still support my black-owned brands. To the day I die, I will support my black-owned brands because I would want it, and it's just the right thing to do. And trust me, there's plenty out there, and I'm always going to be honest too. If I think there's a product that is better than what we offer, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the product that I think is best. Okay, and so today I do love our liquid eyeliner, but I ain't got time to be playing with it today. I mean, not that it's difficult or anything, but doing anything on camera is always a little bit more stressful and all that. So I'm getting a little short on time, so we're gonna skip the eyeliner and use the mascara kind of like as eyeliner today. Okay, so we've done that. That could be a little cleaner over here. I spent a lot of time talking in the beginning, but it's alright, it's alright. So next we're going to use the stippling brush, and we're going to put a little bit of facial oil on my hand. I'm going to drop in a half. Don't let the dropper touch you. You always want to keep the dropper not contaminated. Okay, and so we're gonna come over here. Y'all know the drill, and we're gonna go in this rose gold shade before all the oil drips everywhere. And I'm gonna dip in there, dip in the oil, dip back just a little bit. And just make the melanin pop, because I can. We're really working it today, let me tell you. Ooh, baby. Okay, she might think she a little cute. She might. She might. Okay, and then we're gonna go back over it with that, just because it be looking cute on camera sometimes, and then I get off and be like, girl, you look, or go from one device to the other and be like, oh my god, you look a little like you've been having a little too much fun. So I want to just a little more, bring that contour back, make sure we can see that. Okay, and then mascara. I love our mascara. Hey girly. See the difference? See how it opens the eye up? And I haven't even done the bottom lash yet. See, and see, now you can actually see my lashes. And I accidentally put this back in, so I'm gonna get a bunch of product off, because you do not want a lot of product on the wand when you do your lower lashes. That's how you end up with a mess. Okay. And I never bring it all the way in, because it helps keep the eye bigger and elongated. And so what I gotta come back and do is I gotta put a shimmer shade. I like to put, because, you know, especially some of us darker skinned girls, our eyes are a little further apart, so to pull them closer together, I like to use a nice shimmering shade in the tear duct. And that kind of gives the illusion. Now, they're not as far apart as, like, say, a Rihanna or Oprah, but yeah, I like to bring them in a little bit more. And if your eyes are really, you know, closer in, you don't want to do that, because then you're really going to be looking kind of cray. See, now this lash line over here really did not come to play today. She said, we ain't taking no crumbs. We're going to look like some wispies over here, sitting up, curled perfectly, just looking beautiful. Okay. And so that is how, sometimes you see pictures of me and my eyes look like huge and beautiful. That's how I do it. Okay, and so we're going to take that and we'll go back to that rose gold shade. A little bit on there and just bring it in. So like, even if I don't do a lot of liner on the lower lash, good morning cousin, a lot of liner on the lower lash line these days, I just kind of do the mascara instead. But even if I were to do, the rare chances and rare days that I do liner on the bottom, especially darker liners, I do not bring them all the way in. It just closes my eyes off and makes them look really little. Okay, she cute. She cute. And I've got Bella Bronze here. I want to throw that on the lip, and I gotta go, y'all. I got like 15 minutes exactly. I should have done lip scrub. I can feel it. I forgot. Okay, and we spritz and spritz and spritz. And that's the look. From ashy to classy. There we go. I love doing that. Because I have such a chubby face. Now I got a cheek. Look at that. Don't get blinded now. Oh my God. I don't want to have to send nobody to the hospital. Don't be sending me your eye doctor bill. Just look at that glow. Woo. Yes. Okay. And actually what I'm going to do is a little bit down here with the stippling brush. You can also kind of do it down your arms too. Just because we like to glow. We like to glow. Okay, speaking of glow, I got to get glowing. So I will talk to y'all later. If you have any questions, here, let me put where you can save 20% down here in the comments. And I'm going to pin it, and then I got to get glowing. I think I just pinned it, I think. If I spend 5 minutes, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to go now. Bye.